In 1991, I first attended a remarkable event at Universal Studios Orlando. It was called Fright Nights, because I was dying for a good Halloween party. And I went back, faithfully, year after year, to what was now called Halloween Horror Nights. Yes, and back in those days, I didn't even own a computer. Is that amazing? People actually didn't own home computers at one time in history? Yes, I'm from the Stone Age. In fact, I think only the internet probably existed back then, but I think only real ultimate geeks were involved with the internet back then. No offense, sorry, no offense. But, so in order to find out what was going to happen for the event each year, I had to rely on things like billboards, and sometimes the ads in newspapers and whatever I could find. Sometimes I get inside information from people I knew who worked at Universal. They weren't quite as tight on the security back then. It was fun. But then, in the early 21st century, it seems odd that we can talk about an early 21st century now, but in the early 21st century, I began to go online for the first time. And there I found Halloween Horror Nights websites, which usually consisted just of a page without any interactivity whatsoever, just advertising the event. And sometime shortly after that, I discovered a site which gave information about Halloween Horror Nights. Oh, joy! A place where I could go online and find out what I could expect that year. How fun. The site was called Haunt Freaks. It wasn't just about Halloween Horror Nights, it was about haunted attractions around the country, but mainly because it was set here in Tampa about Halloween Horror Nights. Not here in Tampa, I'm not in Tampa, but here in Central Florida, more or less. Yes. Now, by 1993, and the websites for Halloween Horror Nights started to get more interesting as time went on, but by 1993, Haunt Freaks stopped giving out information. It seemed to be stalled. There was nothing about 2004 anymore. It was all full of clogged with crap, lots of spam on it. It became apparent that although the lights were on, nobody was home. It wasn't being maintained. It was pretty much defunct. Damn. So, I only had to rely on billboards and websites for the event, and whatever information I could glean, until it was 2005. What a wonderful year. 2005, Islands of Adventure, Tales of Terror. The Halloween Horror Nights website was the best I have ever seen, practically. It was all sorts of little things you could click on, and then, after the event had started, new stuff started to appear on the website. Little clues, sometimes written and coded, sometimes in other languages, sometimes in runes, ancient, mysterious, and I deciphered some of these, and I discovered that they pointed to a specific time and a specific place on a specific night at the event. And so I thought, let's see what this is all about, the scavenger hunt, whatever it is. And I went there, and in the dark and mysterious chamber of a deadly knuckle grunt, I spoke the secret words that gave, and a man gave me a piece of cardboard on which was printed strange verses, which was another clue. The clue led me to another clue. Ah! What does it all mean? Looking around furtively, I saw some people standing off to the side, observing us, and I realized these guys know something, and I went up and talked to them. They were from A&D, yes, and speaking to them, I discovered that all of these clues added up to a great and special something that they were going to present to us if we could decipher all of them. They told me, yes, it's a special present from us to you, our devoted fans and followers. And I thought, oh goody, but I told them I don't have all the clues. I've missed the first couple of them, and I may not be able to get here every time. What can I do? Oh, well, don't worry. Go on one of those fan websites, and the other people on the forums, they can share their information with you. Oh, I hadn't even realized there were such places. So I went online and I found Chainsaw Wolf. But it required registering at Yahoo, and I didn't want to do that. So I never bothered with that one. But then, sometime after that, I think during 2006 or so, I discovered another place. It was called HHN Vault. HHN Vault. And you could read their forums, most of them, without actually registering. And I started to lurk, furtively, sneakily, lurking on the vault, seeing what people posted, learning all the new mysteries and clues about what Halloween Horror Nights was going to be like this year. Oh, what joy to lurk on the vault. By 2007, though, I couldn't stand it any longer. Lurking was not enough. I had to register on the vault on September the 19th, 2007. Talk like a pirate day. Arr. I registered on the vault and became Dr. Jimmy. Well, I was already Dr. Jimmy because that's like my name, but that's who I signed up as and started to post and started to vault and vault and vault and vault and vault. Ha ha ha! And by this year I became the biggest post whore on the vault. That was a guy. Yes, there were only 2 people ahead of me. I was the 3rd biggest post whore on the vault and the biggest male post whore on the vault. Only Kim Loves Florida and Jules were ahead of me. Not that quantity makes a good poster, a good vaulter. Quality. And I felt that my posts were highly intellectual and very, very intelligent posts. Well, some of them were. The others were darn right silly because, well, I have more than one personality. Anyway, so I posted these sorts of things and enjoyed it tremendously. Oh, all the wonderful years of vaulting. And then this year, we went to the forums a couple weeks ago and they weren't there. Oh, something mysterious happened. Apparently somebody didn't pay a fee and the forums were down. And according to rumors, our vault keeper, who shall go unnamed, apparently was very, very busy with a certain wizarding world that is going on and could not get back to bring the forums back up right away. So we felt, after a couple of weeks in June, then he won't be so busy and we'll get our vault back. I hoped so. But alas, yesterday, even the regular vault site itself was replaced with a strange void of blackness, and in that darkness came sinister noises, blood-curdling shrieks, chainsaws, savage growling beasts. No, 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 much more frightening than anything like that. It was Julie Andrews and the cast of The Sound of Music singing farewell, so long, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I think I got that wrong. I think it's so long, farewell. But never mind, you know what I'm talking about. The song that they sang as they ditched the Nazis and escaped from occupied Austria into Switzerland. Yes, it seems the vault is done. Adieu, adieu to year and year and year. If the vault is now gone, it is a terrible thing. And so, all those wonderful years of vaulting, all those happy memories, watching Dr. Harvey get banned over and over again and come back with all those different names, watching French Cowboy post the most ridiculous silliness until he too got, watching all the other happy posters posting intelligent and happy things, meeting all sorts of interesting friends, meeting up with them, photo shoots, legendary truth, all of the fun and games we had for years. Not that that's all over. We have a new home, Horror Night Nightmares, a fine, good, civilized site. It doesn't have the chaos and madness of the vault. Maybe that's a good thing. But we still miss the vault. We miss the wonders. Dustin on! Oh, there'll never be anything like Dustin on at HNN. Oh dear. So let us take a moment of quiet reserve and silence to remember the late lamented vault. Goodbye, vault. You are wonderful. Hello, HNN. You are wonderful. And I must now toast my vault, my late lamented vault, with a Diet Mountain Dew, because Pepsi products were the ones that were on sale at Publix yesterday. If it had otherwise, I would have a Vault Zero, most appropriately to toast you with, but alas, that's not to be. So, here's to you, Vault. Rest in peace.